Welcome back to part 2 of turning the Bronco into a daily driver. Here you can see the brake shoe that broke in part 1 when my wheel fell off and passed me, so I got everything stripped out. And then I headed over to the donor Bronco. I'm going to rob the parts off of it that I need. I'm trying to keep this build as budget friendly as possible. I was considering doing a video in the future breaking down what it costs to bring this thing back from the dead, so let me know if that's a video you're interested in. I did use a video from Trick Shift Garage on YouTube to rebuild these drum brakes just to make sure I was putting everything back together correctly. They have a great video. I highly recommend it. But here you can see everything's put back together. They work good. And of course, as soon as I wrapped up, it started pouring and the windshield wipers don't work. So I had to put this off for another day. When I did take it for my first test drive, it was driving so good, I was just going to drive all the way to my house. But then it started losing power at about 40 miles an hour. The truck was still running. It just didn't have any juice to the pedal. I still had power steering and power brakes. I was really hoping I could move it over to my house before I would have to drop the tank, but it's not looking like the case. I think I'm going to have to replace the fuel pump and fuel filter next weekend. That's what I suspect is wrong anyway. I had people tell me it could be the computer, the exhaust being blocked up, the throttle position sensor, but I think it's most likely the fuel pump. Nobody seemed too positive. I really want to get this over to my house so I can start working on it every day, but until then it's going to have to be a weekend thing. Hopefully next weekend will be the last weekend before I get it moved over. Be sure to follow for part 3 and to keep up with the build.